Well, it's your lunch hour weather update with Joey Only Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel here in Wells, BC. I'm a little more chipper today than I was yesterday. Little. Welcome to the show. I'm going to be okay in the long run. The stress of being a content creator gets to me sometimes. Anyways, lots of weather to talk about, so let's forget about my feelings and get back to something that's not existential, but totally predictable. Yes. Well, I think our big mid-latitude cyclone off the BC coast got down to about 978 millibars last night, kind of sunk down there. It's central low pressure in the core. Why is that significant? Because we just have two hurricanes out there in the Atlantic Ocean that didn't get any lower. Like, I think Humberto got to 975 or 76. You know, like, so when we talk about how, like, a mid-latitude cyclone is a pretty powerful friggin' storm, man. Like, there's, you know, like, I don't know how to describe it to you sometimes. Like, these are hurricane-strength winds in some of these storms. Now, they're not as powerful as a hurricane. No, they're not organized the same way. Therefore, they don't have the same behavior. They don't do the same kind of destruction. No, they don't. That's true. But still, 977, 978 central low pressure, early October. That's a powerful friggin' storm we got going on out there. It's creating some instability. It did make a couple lightning flashes in the BC interior yesterday, down the line, like somewhere near likely. Is the best I can do for you right now. A little bit of lightning down there, and there's a risk of some lightning today. A great deal? No, but it's more than we usually are talking about in October. Let's go.
There it is. This is bad news. My God. Falling out right now. Anything could happen. Get on! Wow. I'll watch the video later. They try mopping this.
Hit like, share, subscribe if you wouldn't mind, because that keeps me alive, more or less. Yeah, I mean, that's what it does. I need your support in order to exist doing this. I try to say it a different way every day. Hey, is that wolves howling in the distance? Holy cow, look at this friggin' thing. Okay, well, as you can see, we got a very strong, it's almost got like a little eye in it, right? A very strong low pressure system there off the coast. Good morning. And look at this. It's going to drag all this crap, and it looks like it's going to send it somewhere to the U.S. coastline. So somewhere in the United States coastline there. I don't really forecast for you guys, but it's going to get wet. You might want to pay attention to Ingalls Weather or somebody else that, you know, or Portland Weather Uncensored or something like that if you want more details on that. But hey, you can see where this trajectory is going. That's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of where this is going to land. Probably either Northern California. Anyways, we're not talking about them. Who cares about them, eh? It's sunny out today. I can't believe it. Another sunny day in Wells. I was skeptical on whether or not we get, I didn't realize my face is in the way. I blew the shot again. Where was my head? The fact that it got so sunny finally yesterday and it actually warmed up a little bit in the afternoon, that was pretty nice to see. That warmed my heart. Also, though, the fact we had a little bit of lightning yesterday, too, I think kind of ups the risk of some thunderstorm activity today. I think that was kind of like the parting shot. Seen lots of cirrus and mare's tails and things like that last night when I was in Quesnel, screaming at me, offshore instability. That's what it was screaming. That's what it said. Okay, time for some more quirky shit from the Caribou Weather Dude forecaster. So there's pretty much nothing going on in Canada. And I'm having this like real fear that I'm not going to survive the winter being a content creator or a YouTuber, and then I'm going to have to go get a real job. Having this real fear about that. Is this thing out of the way? Okay. Having this real fear about that. And I'm guessing I'm going to get to the point like, well, if you're going to give up, you might as well just say whatever the fuck you want then for now on. It's like, well, what's the point? If you're probably going to give up, Joey, if you're getting to the point where you don't know if you can actually do this any longer, no one cares enough to watch every day, maybe I should just fucking say whatever the fuck I please. Screw everybody. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that, folks. I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean everybody. I meant almost everybody. So basically, there's like no weather to talk about, which I'm a little bit surprised. I would have thought we'd see some wind warnings or something up the coast or some rain warnings, but no. They're just going to let this one go. It's like, wow, we got a powerful storm off the coast. That's fine. Let's not even talk about it. Frost advisory in Quebec, that's at least something. And frost advisory down there in the Maritimes, that's something at least. Still breaking records in Manitoba there. Had some nice thunderstorms last night in Saskatchewan that Hank Vliester was out photographing. He also got the Northern Lights in behind there at the same time. Well, look at that. Carberry area, Manitoba, 31.7. No wonder they're getting thunderstorms out there. Pilot Mound up to 30.7. There's a bunch of high 20s in there, but those two stand out. Shoal Lake up to 29.7. That's effectively a 30. 31.4 at Swan River. That's the last day of September, and Winnipeg was 30.4 friggin' degrees. That's rather unbelievable. Saskatchewan, where Hank was having all the lucky weather last night, Elbow area, there's a bunch of 30s in Saskatchewan yesterday. Like, holy shit, man. 31.9 Elbow area, 30 at Hudson Bay area. Like, Hudson Bay area, you know, it's like you hear the name Hudson Bay, you tend to think, like, not 30. You know, especially in the last day of September. Last Mountain Lake, 30.1. Lucky Lake area, 31.2. They are lucky. Melfort area, 30.5. Nipawin, 30.2. Rockglen, 30.2. Waskesiu, 24.5. 31 in Watrous, 30.3 in Winterton. Yorkton, measly 29.4. What's crazy to me, actually, come to think about it, is that there's a place in Saskatchewan called Hudson Bay area, and Hudson Bay is not in friggin' Saskatchewan. But don't tell them that they're landlocked. We don't want to cause any panic in Saskatchewan today. Graphical forecast area map 978. They got the central low pressure of our mid-latitude cyclone. You can see the nice trough there slamming up against the coast. You can see it's pretty windy, and we got thunderstorm risk there with inside this low pressure bomb. And we could see that cold front there moving into the eastern BC could trigger a couple others. So we got frequent towering cumulus, for example, to start the day down south there, and occasional as you go further up the range here, broken layers, occasional towering cumulus for the Caribou Mountains here and such. Could we see a couple flashes of lightning along this cold front today? Yeah, I think so. Prince George maybe even somewhere like that. Couple isolated, non-eventful. Mostly beneficial rain-given thunderstorms today. I'd be surprised if their lightning reaches the ground because they probably don't have the strength for the lightning to actually reach the ground. There might be some cloud-to-cloud lightning. There might be a shot or two. Okay, yeah. What's this saying about wildfire smoke here? See any wildfire smoke on the map? Okay, so it just says there, it's in the comments, but it's not in the reality. Okay, good to know. So yeah, again, area B on up, occasional towering cumulus, which could make a couple lightning strikes in the afternoon. Couple lightning strikes, boom, look at that, 40 knot winds there on the upper half of that low, and it's not coming into the province, that's the thing, right? So it's going to create some instability into the province. It's going to send a little bit of rainfall in the province. But those of us in the interior, this is really a coastal story, this big mid-latitude bastard. Okay, so you think I'm bitter today. Ryan Voutilainen took a boat to Hawaii, as you might be aware if you watch my channel and watch the podcast here Thursday nights at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on this channel, Meteorological Report, Comedy Meteorology Report. Ryan Voutilainen went to Hawaii. He went to the island, and then when he was there, they, of course, do a bunch of touring stuff, and they come look at the volcano, but the volcano's not doing anything. So then he goes back to the other island where the boat is, but then the volcano starts to do something. He's like, holy cow. So he actually gets a plane and flies back to Kilauea and sees some activity. He's quite happy, but the boat's going to sail without him. So he has to go back and catch his boat. Then he gets to his boat, and they take off, and they start sailing, and then Kilauea goes absolutely friggin' ballistic and bonkers, and she just spewing shit everywhere, and Ryan missed it by less than 24 hours, the poor guy. Although I said to him, man, he says he's inconsolable, but I'm pretty proud of him. Like, he went and seen a volcano. He's seen lava. I'm never going to see lava unless, like, a volcano happens in BC, and it's like, in my lifetime, what are the chances? I mean, not out of the question. Pretty low. I'm not going to go to Hawaii because the Americans would shoot me if I tried to cross their border. Check out our Screamin' Jet Stream 500 millibar animation. Pretty nice there. Looks like shitty weather for BC, shitty weather. And then, oh, look at that. Hey, a big ridging next week. It's going to get nice for a little while there. Just wait. And it's been nice in the prairies for a long time, so it's going to be more nice for you guys. How do you like me so far? Okay, well, let's go a little higher up. That's the 500 millibar. Let's go to the 250 millibar. Holy cow, look at them big storms down there. I didn't even notice that. Looks like more risk of some weak-ass hurricanes down there. And, of course, we got some weak-ass hurricanes now moving their way out. They weren't weak-ass hurricanes. Well, Imelda's only a hurricane now, and Humberto wasn't a weak-ass hurricane at all originally, but it is now, so that's what matters. I really just wanted to show you the winds at the 250 millibar level. Way high up there, just to sort of show you how messy everything is. Look at that. That's a lot of bad weather for BC there. That looks like some shitty weather. But then this nice high that first you see that, well, it's kind of messy. It's kind of messy, I know, right? But you see a little bit of high pressure shows up there, and it's going to drag some cold air down from the south a little bit. But when it finally moves in on us and that ridging shows up, we will experience some nice weather right there. Oh, but look how messy everything looks. This looks like shit. Here's the big picture. You can see that's Hurricane Imelda right there. Weak hurricane as it is. Out to sea, only bothering fish. But you can see 978 this morning. That's how low our low was this morning. It was a hurricane force mid-latitude cyclone. Strong storm. I'm just trying to explain to you the truth of the matter. Look, as you get a little bit further in the north now, some winter's starting to show up there. You can see some snow falling in the north. See, it's a bit colder. See, the temperature's a lot more blue up there. The blues delineate where it's cold and where it's not. So you can get not a lot of this crap coming into the province. And that low kind of just hangs out there and then dies off. And then beckons the next one. Here comes the next one. Except it's not going to do what we wanted because that ridging is showing up already. And it's taking that northern route across. So what's going to happen is you're going to see probably high tide warnings and things like that along the Arctic Ocean of the Yukon, maybe Northwest Territories, things like that. It's going to bring on through there. That's powerful 977 again. It's going to drop a whole bunch of bullshit on everybody in the form of snow. And then we have that high pressure showing up. Boom, there we go. There's a nice spell of weather in October for us. How long does it last, Joey? Well, a couple days there. A little bit of snowfall in the mountain, but still mostly nice. Still looking good. Whack! Right near the end of it. The very last image on the model. 967. Holy cow. Then we get basically have everyone's roofs get torn off. So here's the last lowdown on this guy for today. I don't think there'll be too much more to say about it because I don't expect any severe thunderstorms or anything like that. Some flurries far to the north, mostly rainfall through much of the piece into the Williston, and then up through the Amanika and whatnot. Few lightning flashes right there in the afternoon. Look at that. Maybe even late in the day. Maybe even a little later in the day than you would expect the thunderstorm to be kicking off. That's, the cold front doing its thing. It's basically, you can see where the cold front is along this line here, right? So that cold front moves through later in the day, and it doesn't matter that the sun's not up because the cold front will be that much cooler, I guess. Something like that. So 5 in the afternoon, maybe still seeing some lightning, which to me is a little late in the day. I don't get why there's no rainfall warnings yet on Vancouver Island, why there's no wind warnings. I don't understand why people not... So we have 122 kilometer-hour gust of wind measured off the coast this morning. 122 kilometer an hour. That's hurricane force winds. Yeah, 72 on a ship out there. You're floating around the ship, just puking your fucking guts right out. Whoa, up and down and bashing this way. I would hate to be on the. I'm not an ocean guy, I tell you. Like me being on a boat, climbing big mountains, fighting wildfires, chasing tornadoes. Throwing rocks at fucking bears and stuff. I do all that stuff. I'm good at that. But being on a boat when this is going on, no, I'm not good at that. I tell you, I'm not good at that at all. Okay, what do we got so far today? It's only 10 in the morning, and there's high teens already in southern BC. Going to be warm. You can see that this motion is bringing the warm air up into the province, and we are so lucky for that we're in October now, and we're not getting snowed on yet here in Wells. That can happen. Boom, look at all that rain on the coast, man. Just getting slammed. I know it's nothing unusual for them. That's pretty normal amount of rain. Yeah, I mean, it's heavy rain. It's heavy rain. It's going to stack up. I mean, you could see some high stream flows along the coast. Maybe we could even check to see if high stream flow advisory is in effect. Could be. It could be seeing that for sure. And like I say, it kind of peters out throughout the day. And it's really, in terms of like impact in the province of British Columbia, besides a couple thunderstorms today and a few showers and whatnot, and some like maybe the wind's picking up at times, I don't foresee this to be like something that's really going to affect us greatly. But yeah, I could see a few flashes of lightning again on Thursday down in the south, close to the border, southwestern BC. Could see a couple flashes in the Caribou here. Could see a couple flashes in the Okanagan. Some random lightning flashes. These will not be strong storms. There will be no severe storms or anything like that. That's going to take us through our week, more or less. As you can see, Friday, some really bad weather starts up in northern BC. And lots of snowfall up there. Lots of snowfall for them. Well, we stay fairly nice down south, really. We got a little bit of precip moving through the Caribou, through the central interior Friday evening, afternoon. Other than that, though, I think we're looking pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe a little bit windy out there. Yeah, a little bit windy. Today, southern BC could see some good winds. Of course, off the coast we just looked at, big winds already there. And then this starts to die off, and then we're going to see this next trough move through the northern British Columbia, bringing some wind up there. Peace, you get your turn on Friday for some stronger winds. Northern BC as well. Some stronger winds. Fort Nelson area, yeah, that could be some rearrange your lawn chairs kind of wind coming at you late Friday. And then she settles down for the weekend, friends. And what a nice weekend it's going to be. There's that ridging showing up already on Saturday. Is it going to show up sooner than I thought? That'd be fine with me. I could use more good weather to get work done. I got people who want to buy firewood, and I don't even want to sell to them. It's like, I'd rather be poor than help you. It's kind of where I'm at. It's like, you know what? It's like this. It's like, I have been the stalwart of community around here. I've forgiven everybody. I help everybody when they need it. Before Pete fucking died, I dropped off a load of firewood to him for free just because I care about them. It's like, I do that stuff for people. I forgive people. It's like, oh, that's too bad that we used to fight all the time, but you need something now. Okay. But you know what? It's like, community is a reciprocal thing. And when you show to me that you don't actually value my presence in the community, it's going to be really hard to convince me to sell you firewood again. It's like, okay, we live in the same town, but not the same community. Oh, I see. When I need something, you're going to show up and gaslight me and put me down. And when you need something, you're going to be like, oh, Joey, no one else is cutting firewood. Yeah, well, you should have fucking thought about that. That's all I got to say for today. Hit like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. I'll probably give them their firewood, but I'm going to ignore their messages for like at least another week. Let them sweat. Let them sweat before I go and sweat.